श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि तत्प्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नम ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणि प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. Welcome to all of you for today's session. So today we are going to discuss what is the definition of knowledge. So what are the different types of knowledge? So and what are the different means of the knowledge? And definition of those means of the knowledge. Then if time permits, then so how some means are not perfect. So they are having defects. And Shabda, it is also mean to get knowledge, how it can be the root for all other pramanas, and so on. So things we'll be discussing. Okay. Voice is audible? Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Absolutely, very much audible.
Yeah. Barak, why you are raising hand? You want to say?
Barkha
Mataji?
Mataji, why are you raising your hand? He's asking. Hands down कर दीजिए अब अपना.
प्रभु क्वेश्चन था कल की क्लास को लेकर.
Let me speak, then I will ask.
Okay.
So these are the things we are going to discuss. So in yesterday's class, we just discussed what is epistemology and what is ontology. So epistemology is a study or is a philosophy which deals majorly the validity of means of or origin of or source of the knowledge and also knowledge. So it is a science or it is a philosophy. Majorly deals validity of the means of the knowledge. So that's why epistemology of each school is different. Some schools, like especially Eastern schools, if you take, we have various schools like Charvakas, we have Buddhist, it is also school. We have Nayayika school, Mimamsakas, Purumimamsakas, Sankhya. 6 philosophies means 6 schools. You all know that. Vaisheshika. So then yoga and Uttar Vedantis. Uttar means these are the various schools. They accept pramanas, means of knowledge, differently. So the epistemology of each school is different. So they have different priorities for various means of the knowledge. So we are also belong to one school. We means Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Of course, this course is meant for everyone. So particularly, we see most of the students are coming from the background of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. So that's why I'm saying all Gaudiya Vaishnavas also belongs to Vedanti school. So whoever is following Vedanta, they are all Vedantis. That is Uttara Mimamsa. That is Vyasadev's school actually. So among our Vedantis also we are having varieties. Shankara, Advaita philosophy they have. That means they have their own commentary on these Brahma Sutras. Even in these Vedantis also, accepting of pramanas is different. Why this difference? They have their own reasons. So that is nothing but epistemology. Also discuss the reasons of accepting source of knowledge. Some are as high priority and some are as low priority. Okay. So we are going to study based upon Jiva Goswami's presentation on epistemology for Gaudiya Vaishnavas. That is given in Tarka Sangraha. So ontology means it is about prameya, the object of the knowledge. So this science discuss or this philosophy discuss about the object. It defines object, it characterize object and so on. Not about means. First we should discuss means, then after that mean whatever we selected, that is going to give knowledge, and that knowledge is having some object, and that object is discussed through that knowledge, and that is ontology. Okay, so what was the question, Mataji? You were saying Bharak.
प्रभु जी मेरा क्वेश्चन था कि कल जो
हम्म,
आपने प्रामा के बारे में बताया था तो
हम्म,
उसमें जो हमको नॉलेज मतलब मिलता है तो वो करेक्ट नॉलेज होगा या इनकरेक्ट नॉलेज भी हो सकता है
correct भी होगा, incorrect भी होगा, based upon the mean. What kind of mean you are taking? Based upon that, knowledge may be correct or incorrect. So that's why we should verify. So which mean is best one to get knowledge? Okay, that is our task today. First of all, we should know what are the various means.
ओके प्रभु जी।
Okay. What is this message? Kashmir Shah.
No, Prabhuji. We just were what we have formed a study group. So whatever
Yes, yes, yes.
today you will teach, no,
Yeah,
we will
yeah.
discuss tomorrow in 2 to 3 o'clock ke class. Maybe we are formed study buddies group like that.
Wow.
So we
Very good.
discussed in detail whatever Sanskriti Mataji, myself, we both have learned from you. Then we
Yes, yes.
discuss in the class, Prabhuji.
Yeah, yeah. Nice. So Shastra Pramanam course, Sudhanshu also came, I think. Sudhanshu and many are there here, many more. So what is knowledge? So we will begin from here. So as per definition of Tarka Sangraha, so mainly everything is based upon knowledge only. Na? The means of knowledge, object of knowledge. Means of knowledge is known as pramana. Object of knowledge is known as prameya. So first of all, what is knowledge? So anyone wants to say anything? What is knowledge? Saurabh, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Actually, I wanted to ask this as understanding, but so actually I was thinking yesterday that we were going from prameya to praman, but then when I was thinking more about it, I got this understanding that from praman we get prameya. So from praman
Yeah.
we get knowledge. So for example, we have eyes, say which is pratyaksa praman. So then through eyes we are seeing and then we are getting knowledge. So whatever we are getting from praman is knowledge. This is my
Whatever we are getting from Praman is knowledge. First of all, what is knowledge? Ranjan Prabhu. Rajan.
I'll try. Means it's a knowledge and any information about the object to distinguish or to inform the receiver about an object. The way you said, use the example yesterday of the pen. This is a pen. So that's a knowledge which distinguish one object, which tells us about the object.
Yeah, knowledge means which tells about object. Is the one which tells about knowledge. It tells about object.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
And any other? Yeah, Sudhanshu Prabhu.
Knowledge means I am audible.
Yeah.
Knowledge means information about something which is free from the defects.
Knowledge is information about something which is free from defects. Knowledge is something. Knowledge is information which tells about something which is free from defects. Knowledge is information. Then what is information?
Hare Krishna, shall I try?
Okay, we'll go on. Sudhanshu, Prabhu, you want to say?
Yes, Prabhu.
Information, what is information?
Not information. Knowledge means we can say cognition about something which is free from defects.
Something, not everything.
Not object of some object.
Some object.
Cognition of some object which is free from
Cognition of some object.
which is free from defects.
Hmm.
Hare Krishna,
Okay.
shall I try too?
Who is that?
Myself, Supertharit.
You raise hand, you will raise hand, then I will come one by one. Dhananjay Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, knowledge is awareness.
Knowledge is awareness. What is awareness?
Anything that helps us understand the reality around us. The awareness of the reality around us.
Yes, some extent, yeah.
Connected to hammer.
Or
Yeah.
knowledge is understanding of the absolute truth. The different
Yeah.
manifestation of the absolute truth, maybe material, maybe spiritual,
Yeah.
which is awareness at the level of soul. So in material
Yes.
sense, the soul is experiencing through material senses. In spiritual sense, the soul is experiencing through spiritual senses.
Okay. Supartha.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yes, according to my understanding, knowledge is like which we can distinguish from like science and science, or like truth and which is not truth.
Okay.
That distinguishing,
Which truth and which is not truth.
like
Okay.
how in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna described knowledge like matter and spirit. Matter is the difference between matter and spirit. That is also a knowledge.
Okay. Thank you. So answers are in that domain only. So, but some answers are covering only some, whatever should be covered, only something is being covered by your answers,
May I
but
try?
not wrong.
May I try?
So, oh no, one by one will come. Next, Bala. Bala, what is that? Full
Yeah,
name?
Hare Krishna, bro.
Bala Ganesh.
Yes,
Okay.
bro. Yes, bro. So we need to understand what is body and what is soul and what is super soul. So knowing this knowledge is called knowledge. This proper
Knowledge.
knowledge, jnana.
Okay. You are telling about proper Gyan. Okay.
Yes, bro.
Yeah. Saurav.
Hare Krishna.
Ah.
So again, like as the previous devotee mentioned, like from Bhagavad Gita, like Krishna
Yes.
tells what is knowledge, and outside of this, everything else is ignorance. So
Yes. Okay. Okay. Whatever is in Bhagavad Gita, that is knowledge. Everything, whatever Krishna said, everything is ignorance. Yes. Next. What is that, Madha? What is your name? I couldn't.
Madhav Prabhu, Madhav Prabhu.
Madhav Prabhu. Madhav Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Actually,
Hare
my
Krishna.
answer was kind of similar to few other devotees.
Yes,
Knowledge
yes.
is the awareness or
Yes.
the attribute of the soul, because dead objects, they cannot
Yeah.
know what I am. That sense of I-ness is not there in them, but it is there in the soul. And through that, everything is known. The
It is there in the
consciousness,
soul. Consciousness.
yeah,
Okay.
awareness or cognition.
Awareness. Cognition. Okay. Rupa Mataji. Krishna Rupa.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. So, Prabhuji, knowledge is one quality or gun that arises in the self, and it is revealing the object. Means knowledge is that by which a particular object becomes known. So, knowledge is guna. It is not the self itself, but it is the property of the self, Prabhuji.
Property of the self. Okay. The Sanskriti Mataji.
Prabhu, as you once explained, that there is a Lokik Jagat and Alaukik Jagat. So to deal with the objects which are in the Lokik Jagat and also in the Alaukik Jagat, we need prama, knowledge.
Laukik Jagat and Alaukik Jagat. We have
To deal with the objects of the Lokik Jagat and Alaukik
yes.
Jagat, we need
Yes,
knowledge.
yes.
So that is knowledge.
Yeah, yeah. This is the answer, actually. Yeah, anyway, remaining three are there, so you can mention. Bharat.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Barka, yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, for me, knowledge means knowing something with understanding and correctness. मतलब किसी भी चीज के बारे में जो हमको सही जानकारी मिलती है, जो सही तरह से उसको
Yes, yes.
जानना है, वो
Yes.
नॉलेज है. जैसे कि
Yeah.
हाँ, जैसे आपने कल एग्जाम्पल दिया था पैन का, तो
हाँ
अगर हमने उसको पेंसिल समझा तो वो नॉलेज नहीं होगा, अगर वो पेन है तो हमको उसको पेन ही समझना है, दैट इज नॉलेज।
yes, yes, very good, very good.
थैंक यू
Very
प्रभु
good.
जी।
Deepak.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
So the I'll tell the knowledge in 2 steps. The first thing I'll tell in the information. The
Who
unorganized
is speaking? Actually, Deepak is not speaking.
Deepak Shirol.
No, this Deepak Prabhu, who is Deepak Arora, I think. What is that? Deepak
Hare Krishna.
Alay.
Yeah,
What
Prabhu.
is
Hare
it?
Krishna.
Alright.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So according to me, as instructed, or knowledge is a correct understanding of something that is already known, Prabhu.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'll explain actually. It's fine. You are all saying so, in somehow or other, they are all near to close to the definition. So knowledge, sarva vyavahara hetuhu jnanam. Tarka Sangraha is saying sarva vyavahara hetuhu. So simple. It is very easy. Sarva vyavahara hetuhu, that means is jnanam actually. So you can write it. Okay, I'll share screen.
Prabhuji, you had shared some notes also in that Tattva Sandarbha.
It is there.
Should I put it on your WhatsApp group and you may check and then maybe you could share it? Or I can share it in the group, Prabhuji.
Shastra Praman I sent to book to our Prabhu, Balabhadra Prabhu.
A PDF book you sent?
I sent PDF.
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm going to share in one folder for all the notes.
Yes,
Because
yes, yes.
sending on group will be difficult to recollect. So I'm compiling all the documents and only sending the one Google what we call folder.
Yeah, folder
to all
actually. Very
students
good.
for
That's
future.
it.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Sarva vyavahara hetuhu jnanam. What is the meaning? Hetu. Hetu means cause. Knowledge is the one. Jnanam means knowledge. Which is the cause sarva means all. Cause for the all the dealings. So all means all. So like you see, you are asking your friend, give me a glass of water. So it is also knowledge. Water is a substance. It is having the name water. And so give is an action actually. Giving action is having a one word, give. It is having the meaning. So please Give me a glass of water. So glass of water. So in everyday, day-to-day life, you have so many dealings because of knowledge only. That means various objects and they have their own, so different names and also various actions. There are various nouns and there are various actions. So you are all having the names for all those nouns and actions. And also you have a format to express. So all those nouns and actions, and so that your dealings are happening. So even in the spiritual world also, Krishna is also having the name Krishna. And you are praying to him. You should have knowledge of how to pray Krishna. So you are worshipping. You should have knowledge. What is dhupam, what is deepam, what is naivedyam, what is... So all this and how to do, what are the steps? Anything you want to do, it should be having. So we should have what? Knowledge. Without knowledge, no, it's not possible. Vyavahara is not possible. So a person who took birth in a forest and not exposed to any kind of world. So any dealings can he have with the civilized people? So he may use some kind of Hare Krishna. So some kind of signals, even that is also instead of words, signals he may use, but not the way, the polished way he can do, the civilized person can do. So the point is here, when the knowledge is the one which is the cause for all the dealings. These dealings related to material world or otherwise spiritual world. Sarva vyavahara hetu jnanam. Okay. This jnanam is once again two types. So sa dvida smritihi anubhavascha. Knowledge is two types. Smritihi. Next, anubhavah. Smritihi anubhavah. So what is smritihi? Samskara matram janyam jnanam smritihi. Tad bhinnam jnanam anubhavah. Okay, now write it. What is smritihi? थोड़ा सा initially you may get little bit difficulty of these words, but so you'll be get habituated actually. So slowly, maybe 1 or 2 classes, you'll be feeling difficulty. So then when you understand my style of teaching, so then immediately you can, yeah, you can follow later actually. So don't worry. So keep on following. I'll give some little time after teaching some amount of things. So then I will give the time to ask questions. Now let us discuss at least some content. Smriti means samskara matram janyam jnanam smritih. Samskara matra janyam. Samskara matra janyam jnanam smritih. What it mean? What is the meaning of this? Janyam produced the knowledge. So the knowledge which is produced from the impressions is known as smriti. So next, what is anubhava? Tad bhinnam. You want to see where I'm teaching? So here, samskara matram janyam jnanam smriti. You can see my cursor. Tad bhinnam jnanam anubhavah. Tad bhinnam. I think this we should reduce the thickness. Mm. Very less scale. Tad bhinnam jnanam anubhavah. What it mean? Other than so smriti, the knowledge other than smriti is known as anubhavah. So let me explain what is smritih. So you have impressions. From that impressions, whatever is produced, that is known as smritih. So when you get impressions, like example, you eat laddu. You ate laddu, and after eating laddu, you got experience of sweetness. So then, related to eating of laddu, there is one impression is formed in your chitta. Now, so when you are eating at the time, you are experiencing sweetness. So laddu is sweet. Laddu is sweet. That experience you got at that time. That is known as pratyaksa anubhava. Pratyaksa anubhava. So but that anubhava, when you are eating, that's pratyaksha anubhava. That anubhava gave an impression actually. Laddu is sweet. So now when you saw laddu after some time, so immediately that impression is triggered. It's a chodaka actually, that seeing of laddu. Now you got laddu is sweet. This knowledge is there in your mind now, and in your intelligence. Just by seeing laddu, laddu is sweet. Actually, now you didn't taste it. But this is laddu is sweet. This knowledge is there in you. When we see the laddu, immediately now in your buddhi, there is a knowledge, laddu is sweet. This came from where? So now you experienced, you tasted that no. But still you are saying laddu is sweet. This is from samskara actually, it is produced. Laddu is sweet. So this is one example. So there is one more example I can give. Your grandmother narrated a story about a king. So you heard those words, that story, several sentences she told. So when you hear, this is sabda. Through sabda you are experiencing that whole story. That whole story is when you are hearing various sentences, all these sentences gave an impression in your chitta. Now someone asked you, explain, your grandmother narrated whatever story yesterday night. So tell me. Now you are started telling. So from where it is coming? It is coming from the smrti actually. So smrti. So when someone asked, your grandmother told a story, narrate, this immediately triggered. So the knowledge, so the impressions, triggered those impressions. When you heard from your grandmother, impressions are stored. When you are hearing, while hearing from your grandmother, you are getting Shabda Bodha. Every line, once upon a time there was a king. He has 4 queens and his name is Dasharatha. So, you were, once upon a time there was a king. So, in Ayodhya, in a city called Ayodhya. So, when you are hearing this sentence, so at the time you are understanding, oh, king means he is a ruler and he is staying in a city called Ayodhya. So like this, all these lines when you are hearing, so you are able to get the meaning of those lines. That is known as Shabda Bodha. But that is known as Shabda Bodha. And that gave an impression in your chitta. So now I asked what the story, repeat it. Then you are saying, this is coming from where? From that impressions. Is known as, this is from the smrti actually. You are saying from the smrti. Smriti Jnanam. Whatever you are saying, that is smriti Jnanam. While hearing your, understanding that story, that is known as Anubhava. Shabda. Through Shabda Anubhava, that is. When you are eating laddu and experiencing sweetness, that is pratyaksa Anubhava. That means what? So Anubhava gives samskaras. From that samskaras, knowledge is produced, then that is known as smriti. So let me explain further, little bit more, then it will be more clear. So let me come. I will not take questions now. Just wait. Just give me a few more minutes, then I will come back. So, sa dividaha. Anubhava is 2 types. Anubhava, let me write. Anubhava is 2 types. Anubhava Jnanam. Anubhava means Anubhava Jnanam, knowledge. Knowledge means Jnanam. Jnanam is 2 types. Smritihi, Anubhava. Anubhava is once again 2 types. What is that? Sa dividaha. Yathartha, ayathartha, cha iti. What are those 2 types? Yathartha. Ayathartha. Yathartha means right, as it is. Ayathartha means not as it is. I will define what is yathartha. Then what is yathartha? What is yathartha? Is also being said. Tadvati tad prakaro anubhavah yathartha. Tadvati. So take Sanskrit also, no problem. You are all going to do PhD, na? So this is very much useful actually. तद्वती तत्प्रकारो तद्वती तद्वती तत्प्रकारः अनुभवः यथार्थः मीन्स तद्वती तत्प्रकारः. So Anubhava means experience, experiencing that with those qualities only. यथा अयम घटः, घड़ा pot है, there is a pot, you are seeing pot as pot, you are seeing rope as rope, is known as yathartha. Yathartha anubhava. Example this is. So tadvati tat prakarah anubhava. Experiencing that with its own qualities. So you are seeing potness in pot. You are not seeing some rockness in pot. You are seeing ropeness in rope. You are not seeing snakeness in rope. There is a rope. Rope is having what? Ropeness. So you are experiencing ropeness in rope. Tadvati means rope. Tat prakaraha means ropeness. Your anubhavaha. Anubhava is experiencing. You are experiencing ropeness in rope, then it is known as yathartha. Yathartha anubhava. What is ayathartha? Atadvati tad prakaraha. So it is also, that means example, let us. This is a rope. It is also known as yathartha is also known as yathartha anubhava is also known as why I am telling all these stories, so many things. A very important actually is having the connection. Yathartha anubhava is also known as prama. right knowledge. Prama, as it is. Saiva prama ityuchyate. Next. What is ayathartha? Tad abhavati tad prakarascha ayathartha. Tad abhavati tadvati tad abhavati. Actually, spelling mistake here. Sorry. Tadvati. Okay. Tadvati. Tadvati. Tad abhavati. Tad abhava. Tad abhavati. Tad prakarah. Anubhavah. Ayathartha. So, what it mean? Experiencing some object or experiencing qualities which are not there in that. They are not there in that. Example, I will give an example. Okay, take the same rope. But in ropeness, you are seeing, in rope, you are seeing snakeness, sarpatvam. It is actually rope. Tad abhavati. There is no snakeness in this. Tad abhavati means that qualities are not there in that. Example, in the rope, there is no quality of snakeness. But you are experiencing in rope, that means even it is not having the snakeness, but you are experiencing snakeness now. Then you are seeing this is a snake. Seeing, snakeness in rope. It is what? It is ayathartha. So, in one more example, you are hearing so you are hearing, so please bring salt. So this is a sentence someone told to you, please bring salt. So now when you hear this, you should get the anubhava of what? Bringing of salt. This kind of knowledge. This is known as anubhava. Anubhava means don't think that only pratyaksa anubhava is only anubhava. So, example I am giving. Someone told to you, please bring salt. But you heard, please bring water. Because your mind may be somewhere. So, bring salt, you heard like that. Bring sugar or otherwise. So, what experiencing you are? You are experiencing here. So, salt. Word is salt is told to you, to your ears, but you are experiencing there. So, sugarness. That means, that's why you are understanding that. So, he's asking sugar. So then what? When you hear the sentence, please bring salt, you got the knowledge, please bring sugar. It is also bhrama. So ayathartha jnanam is also known as bhrama. Ayathartha jnanam is known as bhrama. It's a prama, yathartha jnanam. Yathartha anubhava is known as yathartha anubhava. Jnanam is two types, smrti and anubhava. Anubhava is two types, yathartha and ayathartha. So, yathartha anubhava is also known as prama. Ayathartha anubhava is known as bhrama. So, now one more important point is coming. Yathartha anubhavascha chaturvedaha. pratyaksa anumiti upamiti sabda vedat तत्करणमपि चतुर्विधं प्रत्यक्षानुमान उपमान शब्दभेदात् यथार्थ अनुभवः चतुर्विधः. Write it. means yathartha anubhava pratyaksa anubhava anumiti anubhava upamiti anubhava sabda anubhava शब्द नहीं शाब्द 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 बोध शाब्द अनुभव तर्क संग्रह के अनुसार तो अकॉर्डिंग टू तर्क संग्रह वी हैव फोर अनुभव फोर टाइप्स बट if you go for our tattva sandarbha actually how many types of anubhava is there, how many types, it's not just four. प्रत्यक्षानुमान शब्द आर्ष उपमान अर्थापत्ति संभव ऐतिह्य चेष्टा आख्यानानि दश प्रमाणास means दश यथार्थ अनुभव. So actually you can write total everything will write as per tattva sandarbha will write. Not only just four, now add actually, we are adding. According to Tarka Sangraha, we said, because you see, Tarka Sangraha is the school of Nayayikas. So they are accepting four major anubhavas, but we are Vedantins. We are considering all possible. So that's why we are adding. Next what? Arsha. Arsha Anubhava. Anubhava is common, you take it. Next, arthapatti. Next, अर्थापत्ति. सो प्रत्यक्ष हो गया, अनुमान, शब्द, उपमान, अर्थापत्ति, आर्ष हो गया, आर्ष, उपमान, अर्थापत्ति, अभाव, संभव, ऐतिह्य, चेष्टा. अभाव, अभाव अनुभव, ऐतिह्य. नेक्स्ट ऐतिह्य, संभव, संभव अनुभव, चेष्टा. Total 10. So these are all Anubhavas. For these Anubhavas, there will be an instrument, mean. Forget, Anubhava means what? Knowledge, na? Knowledge is two types, smriti and Anubhava. Anubhava means knowledge. To get this knowledge, there are the means. So correspondingly, there are different means are there for these Anubhavas. So means are known as pramana. Anubhava means knowledge. Knowledge. There are the means of knowledge is known as what? Pramana. Knowledge. Right knowledge is known as prama. And means are known as pramana. So now you see pramana. What is said here? Tat karanamapi chaturvidam pratyaksha anumana upamana sabda vedat. For pratyaksha anubhava, what is the mean? Pratyaksha pramanam. Pratyaksha pramanam. Pratyaksha pramanam. Next, anumiti anubhava. Who is the mean? Anumana pramana. Anumiti anubhava. For that, anumana pramana. For upamiti anubhava, upamana pramana. For shabda anubhava, shabda pramana. For arsha anubhava, arsha pramana. For arthapatti anubhava, arthapatti pramana. Abhava pramanam. Aitihya pramanam. Sambhava. Cesta. So we have 10 pramanas to give 10 types of anubhavas. And these anubhavas are making impressions. And those, from that impressions, whatever knowledge is produced, that is known as smriti. Smriti jnana. So now, if you see like this, you can make one small diagram. Anubhava. Anubhava lead to what? Anubhava lead to
impressions.
samskaras. And when the samskaras are triggered by some udbodhaka, then what is produced? Smriti. Smriti Jnanam. This is Anubhava Jnanam, this is Smriti Jnanam. And how many inputs are there for Anubhava? This is Anubhava Jnanam you take.
10.
10. Ten pramanas. Ten pramanas. So these 10 pramanas, like pratyaksa pramana. You go with the, I will explain each pramana also. Now, next step. So before that, I'll give you a little more clear understanding of these pramanas. Like we have 5 senses are coming under pratyaksa pramana. With the eyes, you are seeing a pen. You are seeing a pen. In front of your eyes, there is a pen. After seeing this object, immediately in your chitta, before that, your eyes are taking this impression, not impression. So this picture of this image of this object is taken, and it is compared with the impressions which are there in the chitta. And now, so knowledge is produced in buddhi. This is a pen. This is a pen is what? After seeing immediately, this is a pen. This is pratyaksha anubhava. Now, this is a pen is registered in your chitta. So tomorrow, when you saw this, oh, this is a pen I have seen yesterday. So that impression, from that impression, yesterday I have seen this. So maybe even if I don't say, even if I don't show to you this, when I say pen, immediately, oh, yesterday I have seen pen in Prabhu's hand with the black color one. So now you got that is a pen. So that just when I use a word in tomorrow's class, pen, that is udbodhaka, immediately triggering seeing of this pen today and recollecting that object was pen. It is known. It is now you are not seeing now. Just a pen or some word, something is triggered. That was udbodhaka. So seeing of pen today, whatever the impression is formed in your chitta, that is triggered, and from there you are just recalling. So that black one was pen. Is known as smriti. But actually you are not seeing. That's a trigger that is produced from your impression. So I'll go a little bit more detailed of this process of pratyaksa pramana. How it is. So this is soul. So in the baddhavastha, we are all covered with avidya. We are all covered with avidya, and also we have some karma. Okay. We are all having karma. So like this, all jivas are there in the body of Mahavishnu. And on top of this, so further in the process of creation, we are all given with different layers. False ego. Next, chittam. I hope you all digest things. That's why I'm giving all this information. So intelligence. Next, mind. Next, senses. Next, in your gross body will be there. And sense objects. These are all sense objects in this material world. So now your eyes are seeing a pen. That means a pen is coming in contact with these eyes. Eyes, what they will do? Actually, initially what happens? Chittam is storehouse of all impressions. Also, chittam is cause for the general awareness, general attention. So this chittam travels from your eyes towards this object pen. That is known as attention, general awareness. So then what will happen? When this chittam first goes out, then your focus is there, your attention is there towards that object. So then eyes are capturing the image of this pen. If chittam is somewhere, even this object is in front of your eyes, but your eyes will not capture the image of that pen. Wherever your chittam is there, all your senses also going there. Your mind also going there. So that's why chittam is cause for what? General awareness. It is one of the function. So of the chittam is general awareness. So now eyes are capturing the image, taking the photo of that object and giving to mind. And it is given further to intelligence. Anyway, this is coming here. So in your chittam, it is having the various kinds of impressions. In your childhood, your mother showed you a pen, a object pen, and told 100 times to you, hey, this is pen, this is pen, this is pen, this is pen. Then what happened? In your chittam, another function is storehouse of all impressions also. So all samskaras. When mother taught to you in your brain, in your chittam, the image is stored, and also under that name is also stored, pen. Now, intelligence, what it does, intelligence is comparing various kinds of, so with the various kinds of impressions in your chittam, and finally intelligence is matching. Oh, this is a new image, na? So this object image, so I will show the cursor. Huh? This is image of this object, which is now you are seeing, which is in front of your eyes. Now it is in front of your eyes. And this object's image this is. So now we have to decide what is this object. So that's why this image is with you, with whom? With intelligence. Now this image is compared with all the existing images in the chittam, and finally it is matching with this one, which is already in there. Then finally intelligence will be decide, oh, this new image is image of pen. So then it decides. So the role of intelligence is decision making. This is pen. This is a pen. So that's why knowledge is produced where? In intelligence, in buddhi. And seeing of this pen is also now stored in chittam. Today you are seeing this black pen. Tomorrow when I said pen, somehow in my flow of lecture, so pen word came and immediately, oh, yesterday I was seeing pen. That is in black color. That was pen. So now, actually, tomorrow you are not going to see this pen, but still you are recollecting from yesterday's. This pen is also stored, na? Seeing of this pen, this pen is stored in chittam. From that impression, you are, because just in my lecture word pen came and immediately the triggered. So seeing of pen of yesterday, in yesterday class, that impression, so is triggered, and oh, that was pen. Now you'll be getting what? That was pen. Tomorrow you'll be getting that was a pen in black color. So this knowledge is produced from where? From impression actually, which is there in this. This is known as smriti jnana. Smriti jnana. This is when it is produced now in the current object actually. This is what? Anubhava jnana. So what kind of anubhava it is? It is coming through pratyaksha anumana. Eyes are known as pratyaksha anumana. That's why it is what? Pratyakshanubhava jnanam. What kind of anubhava? Pratyakshanubhava jnanam. If you see pen as pen, then it is yathartha pratyakshanubhava jnanam. If you see pen as a pencil, then it is ayathartha pratyakshanubhava jnanam. Okay. So now one more thing I will explain. Then I will take questions. So then Shabda Anubhav Jnanam, I will give an example. A sentence came. How the Shabda Bodha happens, you see. So you heard a sentence, your ears. A rose flower in a basket. A rose flower in a basket. A rose flower is in a basket. एक बास्केट में रोज फ्लावर है. You heard this sentence. So your ears are capturing these words. Ears. So then impressions of these words or image of these words are captured by ears and given to mind. And mind is further forwarding those to the intelligence. So you already in your chittam, what A means what? One. A rose means is a flower, is a red color or having this kind of petals and shape. Flower means is a flower. All these words you already learned. Otherwise, you can't understand what is this sentence. So is means present tense. In is in a adhikarana, inside. A means one, basket. These words already is taught to you, and the meanings of these words are already there in your chittam. Now, a rose flower is in a basket. This impression is there now here. So this is captured actually. When you hear this sentence, a rose flower is in a basket. So this is this is a new sentence. In this sentence, each word meaning is recollected from chittam. So these words and their meanings already there in chittam, and those meanings are recollected now. After recollecting meanings, and now you are rearranging those meanings in a systematic way. And finally, in your intelligence, oh, there is a rose flower in basket. This kind of knowledge is produced. Buttalo gulabi puundi. If you hear this sentence, buttalo gulabi puundi. These words you are hearing, but no shabda bodha. No knowledge is produced in intelligence. Because those meanings are not there in it. Buttalo, ఒక గులాబీ పువ్వు, ఒక బుట్టలో ఒక గులాబీ పువ్వు ఉంది. ఉంది ఏంటి? ఉంది means what? Butta means what? Lo means what? Gulabi means what? You don't know. Because these words are not taught to you, and in chitta, the meanings of these words are not there. Even you hear, that means in intelligence, buttalo gulabi, oka buttalo gulabi puundi. This word, this sentence is there, but there is no shabda bodha. So, but you know the meanings of these English words, and you recollected the meanings of each word. Then after that, you are joining those words, or subject, verb, and object. And finally, a rose flower is in a basket, is produced in your intelligence. This is known as Anubhava. This is Anubhava Jnanam. Now it is produced. Anubhava. And that is, yesterday and tomorrow, a rose word you heard. Then, oh, yesterday Prabhu was telling a sentence, a rose flower is in a basket. This sentence he told, and to explain Shabda Anubhava, you are recollecting. Oh, a rose flower. This, when you heard in tomorrow's class rose word, immediately this triggered of today, whatever you heard that stored. That means to explain the certain examples, Sabda Anubhava, Prabhu used an example, a rose flower is in a basket. Oh, this immediately, that from that impression, a rose flower is in a basket, that is reminded. From that impression, now, tomorrow you are, so in your intelligence, there is knowledge. A rose flower was in a basket. This kind of sentence. Rose flower is in a basket. This kind of sentence I heard yesterday. That is what? That is coming from smriti. So yesterday, tomorrow you are not hearing directly. You are not going to hear directly a rose flower is in a sentence. When you hear this sentence, immediately whatever is produced, then that is known as Anubhava Jnanam. And that Anubhava is giving an impression in your chitta, and from that impression, whatever is produced, that is known as smriti Jnanam. Okay. So like this, how many types of Anubhava Jnanam? 10 types. And those are all having 10 types of pramanas. Through 10 types of pramanas, 10 types of Anubhava Jnanas are coming. So then, how many types of smriti Jnanam? 10 types will be, because these 10 types of Anubhavas are forming 10 types of samskaras and 10 types of smriti Jnanam. If Anubhava Jnanam goes wrong, then smriti Jnanam also goes wrong. You are seeing a rope and you are but cognizing it as snake. Tad abhavati tad prakarah ayathartha. So then I was seeing snake. Actually, it is a snake. That kind of, by seeing rope, it is a snake. So this impression is stored in you. And I saw snake yesterday, you'll say. Snake word you heard, and I saw snake. This kind of knowledge is produced. Then that is smriti. That means ayathartha anubhava is forming ayathartha smriti. Wrong impression. And that wrong impression is giving the ayathartha smriti jnana. Only this much, Baba. Knowledge is only this much. So this is the mechanism actually. This is the polemic. This is the procedure we also Gaudiya Vaishnavas follow from third canto. Kapila's teachings. This is the structure we get. So now you ask questions. It's heavy became loaded information is loaded.
No, Prabhuji, it is very, very crystal clear knowledge that you're giving us. I mean, whatever you have taught is so clear, so clear.
Dhananjay Prabhu, yeah, thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So, Prabhuji, I have two questions interrelated. Number one is that, as you mentioned, Anubhava Jnanam and Smriti Jnanam, all the Jnanam is actually coming from the chitta only, because the Anubhava is also going for validation in the chitta only.
All Jnanam is coming from chitta.
Like, for example, if I see a
Pramanas.
If I see a pen,
repetition. You have two devices.
No, I have only one device. Is it repeating?
Someone please mute others. Others they can mute. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Is it audible?
Why I'm hearing my voice back actually? I'm not able to understand.
I think when Vaikuntha Prabhu is generated.
I am not getting any echo, Prabhu.
I am getting echo. Hare Krishna.
Yes, we are getting echo.
Other than me, everyone else is getting echo. Okay, give me a moment.
Hare Krishna. Okay, tell me.
So, Prabhuji, I was saying that the experience which I am getting through my senses, the Anubhava which I am getting through the senses.
Anubhava is 10 times. Not
Yes,
only
Prabhu.
just
The Pratyaksha
senses
Anubhava.
are cause for Anubhava.
Yes, Prabhu. The Pratyaksha Anubhava.
Yes.
So, as you mentioned that the intelligence is pulling the impression is stored in the chitta only to determine that this is a pen. So, the smriti jnanam also and this anubhava jnanam also, both are that way coming from chitta only. Because as you mentioned,
Hey, why you are mixing? About this object, whatever is there in your front of eyes, that object pen, that is not there in chitta. Why you are clubbing? So what is pen? All this your mother taught to you in childhood, showing the pen. Now in front of your eyes, this is also your taught your mother. That means after 25, now your age may be 35. After 35 years of age, fifth day, you are going to see pen, and that is pen. Did she taught this about this object? Now which is there in the front of eyes? Now you are cognizing this object as the pen. This is known as pratyaksa anubhava. Of course, there is a need of knowing this object, otherwise you can't cognize. That doesn't mean that this chitta is producing. Eyes are producing. Eyes are the main role here. Unnecessarily you are mixing things.
But Puji, unless some information is there in the chitta.
What you want to establish clearly, tell me.
I simply
There
want
is this information is very crystal clear, but what kind of mess up you want to do, tell me.
Not mess up, Puji. I'm just trying to understand.
No.
All
Actually,
the information is there in chitta. Without information is there in chitta, we cannot determine anything in this world.
Okay, then what is the problem here? You want to establish what? Chitta is production of everything. You don't need eyes. You don't need any other senses. Chitta is enough.
So the eyes, they are creating that. What you mentioned that.
Okay.
That anubodha.
What anubodha? Okay, we'll take your questions later.
Okay.
The next Madhav. Please ask meaningful questions. We should not. We have very less time and a lot of content is there. It should be. There is no great confusion here. So it should be like useful for everyone. Question also for you and also others. Yes.
Yeah, Prabhu, Hare Krishna. In the definition, while defining knowledge, Jnanam, you said Sarva Vyavahara Hetu Jnanam.
Yes.
What is Vyavahara? What is the definition of Vyavahara?
Dealings.
Dealings means interactions?
Yes.
So, I was just thinking then, suppose say, there are robots in hotels. We may go and it comes and it welcomes you, robot. And then it will ask you, what do you want to eat? And I will say, okay, I want to eat this. It goes and so here dealings are happening. So is the robot also having jnanam then?
Of course. Why not?
Then what is the difference between a robot?
Robot, if you don't feed for robot, what is food? What is idli? What is dosa?
Yeah.
How it can ask?
Okay. So it is like a chitta basically. Like how we have chitta, it also has its memory.
Yeah, memory.
So then what is differentiating us
it is also having
from
senses.
a robot?
Huh?
What is it? What is the differentiating factor then between us and a robot?
A robot is also, computer is also having knowledge. Robot is also having knowledge. So because there are sensors, so eyes are there. So to see you and also to recognize you, and also you are a customer, and it is also having a menu list, all these things. So that means chitta, intelligence, mind, senses, all are there. What is not there? This is the point. This is another subject matter actually. You are going with the so what is not there in that? There is no soul actually. Soul is not there.
What is differentiating when all the other functions are same?
So soul is there, and also because we are souls, and being covered by avidya. So now we are. So these are all chitta, intelligence, all are made up of three modes. So whatever the activities are done by these three modes, we are claiming. I am the doer. This is not there actually in robot. प्रकृतेः क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहंकार विमूढात्मा कर्ताहमिति मन्यते. कर्ताहम इति मन्यते. This is not there in robot. So what happens, you see here. This is soul. It is having the sense of I. Sense of I. That is known as right ahankara. Ahankara. Ahamta. Sense of I. I-ness. Ahamta is there. But because of this avidya, it forgot his soul. It is not able to know. Like when your eyes are covered with darkness, your eyes are not able to see. Similarly, even this soul is having the ability, without use of this chitta, intelligence, mind, this soul itself can know. Because it is a chit padartha, it is having the ability to know himself. Chitness. But covered by avidya. This is avidya. So that's why there is no sense of I. It is not able to know himself. I am soul. But on top of this, it is also giving the false sense of I. False ego means what? False sense of I towards chittam, intelligence, mind and senses and body. False ego gives false sense of I. Towards whom? Towards intelligence. This is pen. When you got this kind of cognition, actually intelligence is knowing this is pen, but you say, I know pen. I am knowing pen, you are saying. And this pen is very beautiful and mind is liking. Mind's role is liking and disliking. Mind is liking this beautiful pen. So, but you say, I like pen, but actually who is liking? Mind is liking. So, whatever the interactions are happening among these things, among false ego, chittam, intelligence, mind and senses, that means these are all coming from prakriti. Prakrute kriyamanani gunaihi karmani sarvashah. All are done by the elements of guneshu gunaha vartante. These are all modes. These are also made up of modes. Everything is made up of modes. Modes are acting in the modes. Ahankara vimudatma, this jivatma being covered by avidya, getting false ego through the false ego, getting false sense of I towards all of these and think that I am liking, I know pen, I am liking, and this body is having fatness, and this fatness is also, it is claiming, I am fat, I am small, I am big. So this is not there in the robot. Okay, your topic is different anyway. This is not the class to discuss this.
I have another question related to this topic only. Topic means our topic, knowledge topic. I felt this definition not so convincing. I mean, I'm just sharing what this definition, sarva vyavahara hetu jnanam. Because suppose say a child puts his finger in the fire, say in the candle. Okay, now there is a vyavahara there, but he does not actually know, he does not have knowledge that it burns, but still there is some vyavahara happening. So, despite ajnanam, there is a vyavahara. Means every vyavahara can be because of ajnanam also, right? So how you can say cause of every action?
Jnanam means it can be yathartha, it can be ayathartha.
No, not knowing ayathartha is wrong understanding, but not knowing only something.
What kind of vyavahara is happening? Vyavahara means what? So is he saying that candle is burning me? Is he saying that? He is not able to say.
He is just putting his hand in the fire, say in the candle finger.
Animals also eating grass.
Yeah.
Why you are going for so many things are there? You think that means it is eating grass means this vyavahara, there is no jnanam. So first of all, so here jnanam, sarva vyavahara, dealings. To deal, you have to, that means now this child is not able to say candle burned my finger.
Not that he is not saying it, but he has just
So
put his
why
hand.
he's not able to express this? Because if he doesn't know the what is object, what is this, what is the fire is known as fire, if he doesn't know, then he can't say anything to anyone. Dealing means this is. Okay? So he can't ask anything to anyone. He can't express what is happening to him, to anyone. So at least even if he express to the signals, that is also, so you can use signals also, cesta actually, or that is also one of the pramana. That is a cesta anubhava. But the here, so otherwise, what vyavahara means what you are saying actually. So how he can say, if how he can ask and how he can express.
No. What I'm saying is here vyavahara is just putting the finger in the fire is vyavahara. If you think
No,
that.
not that.
That is not vyavahara?
So no, that is not vyavahara.
He is dealing
Vyavahara.
with the candle, right? By putting his finger. That is not vyavahara.
Candle you are seeing. So until unless if he doesn't know, so all actions are happening because of knowledge I am not saying. Dealings. So dealing with another person actually. Not actions. All actions are happening. All actions are known as jnanam. I am not saying. Here not the point of actions. Putting finger in the candle is action actually. What kind of dealing he is doing with whom he is dealing? We want dealings between persons.
Then the example of pen you gave, in that sense also there is no person, right? Pen is just an object, and that you gave for knowledge, just seeing a pen. And in that case, I may not even deal with the pen also by picking it up or writing or
if
anything.
you don't know what is pen, that is not there in the chittam, then there is no cognition in you. Pen has burnt. Sorry, pen has seen. So that's why that baby, he doesn't know that candle burnt my finger because he don't know what is the meaning of finger. He doesn't know what is a candle. Then there is no cognition. There is no knowledge is produced. You're understanding?
That's what actually I was saying. There is no knowledge, but still there is vyavahara in the sense of action. That's why I asked you how do you define vyavahara.
Sarva vyavahara hetu means what you are understanding. So then what kind of, now does he understand that finger is burned by candle?
No, he doesn't understand. That's why I said
this knowledge is produced or not? No, na.
Yeah. That's why this definition, I'm just sharing my feeling. I don't feel convincing with this definition.
This definition is not, you are not understanding definition actually. You are clubbing the actions. So sarva vyavahara, all the kinds of dealings means now, so whether he understand that candle burned my finger, this is there or not, this cognition is there or not?
And that is not there.
That is not there. That means what? So there is no knowledge is produced because he doesn't know, but he may say something is something burnt like that. So that is different thing. So finger burning should happen because of knowledge. I am not saying that. You're understanding? So burning of finger is not the point here. Burning of finger will happen only by knowledge. We are not saying. Then what kind of vyavahara he can do? If if he if his finger, if you put finger in candle, now it's burnt. Okay. So now how he can express if there is no knowledge? How he can express? How he can say? How he can deal this? Whether he should burn it, he should put the finger, not put the finger.
Okay.
So how he can understand actually? How he can further deal? What should be done, what should not be done?
Okay. So basically, knowledge is that which stimulates some response. Basically, vyavahara is a response. This is what I'm understanding from what you are telling.
Expressing.
Yeah, expression. Yeah, response or expression. Yeah, right.
Otherwise, he can't express. He can't say that his finger is burned by a candle. There is no vyavahara from this action. He can't tell to his mother also. So he can't get any medicine also. So he can't go to the doctor and tell that my finger is burned by candle. Because he doesn't know what is candle, what is fire, what is finger also. So all the dealings in your whole life.
He can cry, right? He can cry
Let
out
him
of
cry.
that. And that is not vyavahara then.
That is action, Baba. That is not vyavahara.
This is a response to that this thing, right?
What? Why you are saying that? Why you are bringing vyavahara means crying?
Now you only said if he's able to say.
He can't say it's a crying also. Nothing.
Okay.
Crying word also. So that means if there is no knowledge, that means there is a crying word also he doesn't know. So then what? That means he will definitely experiencing so many things. So can he differentiate? Can he differentiate the things happening to him?
That is because his buddhi is not developed, so he's not able to differentiate.
Then can he deal with these things? Let us take every animal also definitely having some kind of knowledge.
Yes.
They are having or not?
Yes.
So this further, so once the candle is burned, so he is not recognizing, oh, this is the fire and this kind of impression also. Maybe fire word may not be known. So, but that is also not there actually in him. Let us assume. So identifying that shape and that burning thing. So next time, can he stop him?
No, we can't stop him.
So actually, anyway, knowledge means here, this is for the humans. So human beings, you are saying in your day-to-day life, I want water, I want this, I want that, I'm going there. All these dealings. So you are also in the mind, you are segregating things. So this is house, this is this, this is that. And in the house where I enter, I should leave my chappal here. You have, for all these things, irrational activities you are doing. So we are not discussing about animals actually. Animal knowledge we are not discussing. Animals maximum they have eating, sleeping, mating. That's all. and sleeping and defending. So those animalistic propensities we are not discussing here. So that is not the point. So the main point is here knowledge. So a rational person, a rational being. So he is leaving chappal because he knows chappal, and this is known as chappal, and it should be outside the house. And while entering, this is the house, this is my house. All these things are happening in a rational person because of knowledge only. Animals, you are saying about animal things actually. Animalistic propensities. So that is there in the animals also without knowledge. This rational knowledge. That is have some kind of that senses. So there you can see accepting and rejecting. Oh, it's burning, leave it. It's a tasty, take it. So there you can see accepting and rejecting, that's all in animals. So we are not discussing about those things. Knowledge is sarva vyavahara hetu. In a rational being. So in his case, we are discussing. If you don't know what is house, if you don't know what is chappal, and if you don't know what is your house or what is neighbor's house, what kind of vyavahara we can do? Take as a rational being, okay?
Yeah, actually, how do we compare the Bhagavad Gita definition of jnanam with this? In 13th chapter, Krishna says, no?
No. That is jnanam, ahimsa, amanitvam, ahimsa,
Amanitvam,
amanitvam,
adambitvam.
adambitvam, ahimsa, kshanti, rajyavam. That jnanam is different. That is produced from the sattva. So this is general definition. This jnana don't club with that jnana. That's the jnana yogis, they practice jnana yoga. That is a tattvam padartha jnanam, tat padartha jnanam, aitihya jnanam. So that is different. This is general definition.
What is the validity of Tarka Sangraha? Why should one accept this as a pramana? What is being told?
Because to make you understand the total knowledge. Because this is the one which is giving the otherwise. So all the things in your life are not covered. Why we took from Tarka Sangraha? The reason is you should get a clear and inclusive of all the things. Your definition should include all the things, all the types of knowledge, all the types of knowledge. So that's why we took from here. And then after that, we go. That means this Jnanam is Anubhava Jnanam and also smriti Jnanam. So then this Anubhava is happening through these 10 types of means. This Anubhava is happening through 10 types of means. Then after that it is, so you are also getting smriti, so through Anubhava. So that nothing is left over. Everything is covered. You don't see like that definition in Bhagavad Gita. It is exclusively covering only, so sattva sanjayate jnanam. That jnanam it is dealing. So that is not our goal, because epistemology means not just sattva gunas knowledge. All the means of knowledge we should cover actually. Okay, next question, Supra. So what is it? Your name should be first, better.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam. Prabhuji, I just want to understand what does it mean by chittam?
Chittam is the main role is general awareness, attention. And also it is storing various impressions. Where it is, the definition is given in third canto, actually, Kapil Dev's teaching, 26th chapter. So you can see in that Vishwanath Chakra Thakur's commentary. So general awareness is the function of Chittam. When it is it's a part of Mahat Tattva, it's a small little portion of Mahat Tattva. Is Chittam. Initially it is very pure. When Jivatma gets this Chittam by allocation through Brahmaji, so whatever the karma is there with the Jivatma along with the avidya, that karma is installed in this Chittam. It means previous karma, everything. So then this Chittam is having now the various past impressions from the previous lives. Also now it is learning from in this life also. Cheto darpana marjanam is Chittam, Cheta. Yes.
So this Chittam sometimes it is there is a word in Antakaran. Is it that Antakaran is also called Chittam or?
All Chittam, false ego, intelligence, mind, all together known as Antakarana. Internal senses. Anta means internal. Karanam means senses. And eyes, ears, nose, they are all Bahya Karanas. External senses.
And this Chittam cannot be compared with, sometimes we hear a word, subconscious mind.
Those I don't know. English words. This subconscious mind, they have their own definitions.
Okay, so that is not a Vedic. I just want to understand, that is not a Vedic terminology. I think so.
We don't know.
I just want to clarify here in Srimad Bhagavatam 11th canto 19 chapter 17 verse, there is a verse where 4 pramanas are there. Smrti, pratyaksa, aitihya, anumana. So is like finally, are we proceeding like Srimad Bhagavatam is the Amala Puranam, is the final what I can say, crest jewel of all knowledge or things. So finally, are we going to boils down to these 4 things of 4 pramana? From this 10 pramana, are we going to come to?
We boil down 10 to 3 tomorrow.
Okay, 10 to 3.
Not 4 also. Because they are all repetition actually. Mainly 3 only. Main varieties only 3. But with 10 we break down to 3. Or we boils down to 3. Not break down. Okay. Ranjan Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Ranjan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Prabhu, I have one question and my understanding on the knowledge. What we were discussing about the child and the fire. As a child, his level of knowledge is that anything that he sees, he wants to grab. Okay, that is basic, very low level of understanding. So he sees a fire, he goes and touches. When it touches the fire, the knowledge is generated in his chit that this is to be avoided. Right?
That is Anubhava, I guess. Anubhava.
Anubhava.
Chesta Anubhava. Knowledge, Anubhava receiving through action.
रुको आप क्लास में बीच में नहीं बोलना है. Someone should not, cross talk should not be done. मैं क्यों तब? Why I am here? You should not speak like that. So try to understand what is the difficulty here. Is a clear knowledge means sarva vyavahara hetu. So all the kinds of dealings. You don't consider about the animalistic propensities.
No, bro. I'm like
Animalistic things we don't want actually. That is not, we don't need any knowledge for that.
my
Animals
question.
also doing. So if there is a if there is a snake, then hen is automatically going away from that. So this is not the point actually here. We are not animals. We are having knowledge. So that's why, so this knowledge, now the baby will be seeing candle. So he'll be, so if he touches, it burns, okay. Then you will not touch tomorrow, next time when you see candle.
Yes.
Because
So
of this burning. That is animalistic propensity.
So that
But
means
now his mother teaches, this is candle, this is fire, this is fire, this is candle, this is finger. Then only he can tell to his children, like burning candle, lightning candle burns if you put a finger. This vyavahara he can do. Otherwise, so he can't deal this candle, burning candle, with others. He can't say, if he doesn't learn what is candle, what is fire, what is finger, he will be like animal only. And he can't teach to his children also, and they'll also become like animals. Whole world is like animals. Okay?
no, bro. My question was that you said that the knowledge is generated at intelligence level.
Yes.
But actually the knowledge is generated at the chit level, but confirm the intelligence uses that information or knowledge to decide what to do. I think that's not.
This is your definition. You want to say like this.
That's what I feel, yeah.
So
that
means knowledge is generated in chitta.
So let's suppose I experience something, okay, but I'm not
What is
able.
pramana? On what basis you are saying this? Show me the shastra. Chitta is producing knowledge.
So that's I don't know shastra, but like let's suppose if I experience something, okay, I don't know English language, but I'm in somewhere where I'm feeling very cold. Okay, I won't be able to tell someone that I'm feeling very cold. But that experience, what I have, it was generated at my chit, and then I'll go to some hot place, like somewhere cozy environment.
Explain steps. When you are feeling cold, what is happening? Explain, tell me. Step by step you go. Like how I explained about the pen. When your pen is in front of your eyes, take that example and explain. Then you establish knowledge is produced in chitta. Go ahead.
So I'm at the place where I'm feeling cold because of weather dropped down. I started feeling cold. So my senses are.
Which sense? Tell me the sense also.
Touch.
Skin. Not touch. Skin sense. Okay.
Skin sense is like it's experiencing. Mind will dislike.
Mind is dislike.
Mind will become agitated that I need to go to somewhere comfortable place.
Knowledge, first of all, I am feeling cold. This knowledge, how it is produced, you tell me. Mind के बारे में अभी जाओ मत. उसको reject करना है, accept करना is not a thing. Now it's not the point.
This is
production of knowledge. You tell me.
This is produced based on my previous experiences through impressions.
Which produced? Feeling cold.
The feeling cold.
Feeling cold is not produced. I am feeling cold. This knowledge is produced. Feeling cold, even if you have no knowledge or knowledge, it will be produced. You can feel cold.
Right.
But I am feeling cold. That means when your skin is exposed to coldness. So now that experience, that impression, coldness impression is going to the mind, and then further it is going to intelligence. Now intelligence is comparing this impression of the feeling coldness with impressions existing in the chitta, and then it identifies, oh, this is the coldness feeling. So then feeling cold is happening. That means feeling cold is this knowledge is produced in intelligence. Because who is deciding this is cold?
Intelligence.
Intelligence is deciding. So whoever is deciding, there is the knowledge. I am feeling cold. No, this is cold. Now your atma, which is covered with avidya, now being influenced of false ego, actually who is feeling cold? Body is feeling cold. So, but you are claiming, you are getting the sense of I towards body, and you are saying that I am feeling cold, but body is feeling cold. That is, there is a role of false sense of I also is there. But this is cold, this is hot. This knowledge, animals also feel cold and hot. But is there any knowledge? This is cold. That kind of knowledge is there in that brain, in that intelligence, sorry. No. They don't know the words cold, they don't know the words hot. So now that's why, since you have terms, this you have knowledge, so that's why you are able to express, you are able to describe. Otherwise, we are like animals.
So, Prabhu, someone who cannot speak or express, for him, for someone who is like mute or illiterate, so for him, there's no knowledge.
He will write on the pen. This is cold. I am feeling cold. He will write like that. Okay.
Okay.
But if he doesn't taught, this is cold, this is hot, then how he can express? Can he express?
With signals.
Even if he doesn't taught signals also. Signals also is a kind of language only, Baba. That is a cesta prama. Can he express?
No.
He can't express. Okay.
Okay, bro.
So thank you very much. We are going too much time. Yes, bro. Balabhadra, bro. They have so many questions, huh?
Question can be taken, Prabhuji. Only my request is that the time lapse, because we have semester exam in first and second week of the December.
Yes, yes.
So along with all papers, we have to complete syllabus also.
Yes, yes, yes.
So can you plan your DSCC 15 or 16 accordingly? Because it is the...
I need at least 45 hours.
Yes, true.
Yeah,
So,
45 to 50. So one thing we can do, so we can give some limited time for questions. Maybe 9 o'clock. Till in between 9 o'clock, our questions also should be finished. So, but who have enthusiastic, they may want to ask, they may stay more than 9 o'clock if they want.
Yes,
and
bro,
if
no
you
problem.
also want. And but people who officially, they can leave by 9 o'clock.
Yes,
So
bro.
like that, so that we can't discourage people who want to ask questions. And also officially, there will be no class after 9 o'clock. I am not going to cover any new thing. Only question answers. If you are interested, you can stay. And also, if you want to ask questions, because I am going to give time for asking questions before 9 only. So you can ask one question, everyone. And I don't take 2 or 3 questions from one person, so others may not get. and not a lengthy discussion we'll do with anyone. So we'll take one question and brief answer we give so that everyone can get chance to ask questions, and then after that they can leave. And someone have more contemplation or anything they want to do, they can stay after 9 o'clock with their own.
My concern is that project I divided the timing till October end, and also I'm going to assign the remaining time with the other speakers.
Yeah. I said na my 3 weeks
I
time.
know I fixed that dates for you, project. Whatever you convert first, I fixed the complete dates for you.
Yes.
After that, I'm giving all the remaining dates to other speakers.
Yeah, no problem. Yes.
So if required, then we can take extra classes.
My 45 hours you give me, then whatever syllabus is there, we'll finish that.
So whatever time given, that is fixed for you, Pruji.
So I need, because every subject should get 45 to 60 hours. That is the standard. So then you give me 45 to 50 hours maximum. So not more than that. So then we can plan for other hours with the other subjects.
I fixed whatever date you are given to me. That is fixed for you.
Clear. Yeah, those 3 weeks and next turn I will tell when I'm going to take. So because in these 3 weeks I'm going to get 4 days every week.
Yes,
so that means 8 hours, 8 into 3, 24 hours. So maximum 24 hours only I'm going to get. So remaining my another 24 hours at least. You'll be
so we have to take extra classes other than this 7 to 9 now.
Of course. You are giving only 24 hours, na?
5 days, na? 5 days a week, Prabhu.
No,
Monday
Prabhu.
to Friday.
If you see in the schedule, it is Monday to Friday. Thursday is for the regular courses. Friday is the paper one of the NET. Saturday is the morning is the Sanskrit. Evening is the paper 2 of Sanskrit. The subject ECA. So please refer schedule. Already posted.
Sorry. Sorry.
So that is our request. Please go through. I am posting. So other than that, we have to plan extra time and dates for the projects, because other dates I'm giving to other speakers because they also require some time to prepare and to plan their calendar.
Yes.
So we'll discuss once project this 24 hours the assigned time is done. Then we have to stick with the other student and plan the things.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes,
so maybe it's I'll tell actually, because you also get difficulty if you don't have pre-planning. Then it's difficult to approach other teachers also. No?
Yes, Prabhu.
Their timings and my timings should not clash.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. We'll discuss that.
Thank
you very much for all of you. So we can go through again class. Recordings will be given, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. I'm sharing recordings.
Yeah. Please give me the
I
link.
was just working on that only, downloading the recording of yesterday and just renaming for the both batches.
Yeah. So yesterday's class recording and also today's, you can please send
Yes,
me
bro.
link to me.
Once this is finished,
Downloadable link you can give me.
Yes, bro. I will put OneDrive link with you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Google Drive. Yes, bro.
Saurabh, you have a question?
Yes, bro. I have. Actually, in the beginning of the class, you mentioned that prama is both correct and incorrect knowledge. But then when
prama means, generally see knowledge. Prama means knowledge. But specifically, if you see, prama means right knowledge. Yathartha jnanam. Yathartha anubhava jnanam is known as prama. So, and ayathartha is known as bhrama. Prama, bhrama.
So is it like specific to context that in the beginning we were talking about knowledge in a broader sense? That is why we said prama is both correct and incorrect. But then later,
in that sense, I said.
Okay.
But our eyes can produce right knowledge and also wrong knowledge.
Okay. So it also makes sense because when we say knowledge, then we have different categorizations, and within those categorizations, we are getting both yathartha and ayathartha. So then, in a broader sense, ayathartha. So in a broader sense, prama would be both. Then,
actually, prama you can call now onwards. Prama means right knowledge. Bhrama means ayathartha.
Okay.
Tadbhavavati tat prakarah anubhavah ayathartha.
Okay. And then we mentioned like these four types of anubhav, and then later on we
From Tarka
extended to
Sangraha
make
we
it
have
10.
seen. Yes.
So the first four are from Tattva Sandarbha or
Then Tarka Sangraha. But also Tattva Sandarbha is also covering the, apart from these four, it is also adding 6 more. Tattva Sandarbha. Tattva Sandarbha is adding 6 more. Tarka
Okay.
Sangraha is having 4 and Tattva Sandarbha is adding more, 6 more.
Okay.
Apart from the 4, it is also having another 6. Total we have, according to Tattva Sandarbha, 10.
Okay. And another query is like, so as you mentioned about chitta, that say if you have pen in front of our eyes, but then say if chitta is somewhere else, so
Yes,
even
yes.
if it is somewhere else, that pen will not get registered in our chitta, right?
Attention will not be there. Chitta is called
Attention
for
would not.
attention.
Right. So then, say next time when we see a pen, since in the beginning that pen was not registered in the chitta because attention was not there, it will not produce knowledge. Because
About that object, you don't get any knowledge.
yes, about that
इसीलिए बहुत
about
बार
that,
आंखों के सामने many times object is in front of eyes, but so if I ask, did you see? You say I didn't see.
right.
So because chitta at that time, your eyes in front of your eyes it is, but chitta is somewhere else.
Right.
So then there is no cognition of that object.
Right. So then in a way, as you also mentioned, then when intelligence later sees some object, it then consults or like with chitta, okay, what is registered in the chitta, and then it tries to find, okay, it is registered in chitta, then it produces knowledge. So then in a way, all the knowledge which we are acquiring is like it has to first be registered in chitta, right?
Yes. So see, if you have no impression of that object and name in your chitta, so you can't recognize this object as a pen. That means you can't get the knowledge about this object in your intelligence.
Right.
Because your intelligence is taking the impression of this object and it is searching out all the chitta. Like in microprocessor, we will be having the memory and control unit. So there is a arithmetic logic ALU, logic unit ALU, arithmetic logic unit. Like that, since the body is also like that only. So your intelligence is comparing now with the new impression with all the existing impressions, and when there is a matching, then immediately the registered name for that image also is identified, and then intelligence decides this is a pen.
Right.
So, but if you are not at all taught what a pen in your life whole, then when you see this object, you say, I don't know.
Okay. So
It's
actually,
something, but I don't. That means there is no vyavahara. You can't further do any dealing of with that object.
Right.
That means dealing of means I saw this and this is that is that. You can't say.
Right. So, Prabhu, during this you mentioned knowledge produced from impression and knowledge produced from anubhav. So two types of knowledge, which in intelligence. So then
not in the impressions are there in chitta only.
Yes, but then the knowledge
Anubhava is there. Anubhava is there in intelligence, and corresponding impression will be formed in chitta also, na? So today you are seeing pen. You learned about pen from your mother, from your elders. That is there. But now today seeing pen is there also registered na in your chitta. Such a nice pen you have seen today. Then, so this nice pen I was seen on this day, on August 18th, 2026. I have seen a wonderful pen or some pen. It registered. When you heard the word wonderful, immediately, oh, wonderful pen I have seen on that day. something. That udbodhaka, wonderful word is udbodhaka, and immediately now you are getting knowledge. A wonderful fen is like this, like that. This is what, this is from the smrti. From samskaras, this knowledge is produced. So, because at that time there is no that wonderful fen in front of your eyes.
Right. So only the first time when we have a anubhav, then only like the first time it will be anubhav, like knowledge generated from
Anubhava will
anubhav,
lead to samskaras.
but only for the first time, because then next time it is always going to come from chitta, because first time it got registered in chitta.
About that object at that time. Once
Okay.
again, tomorrow you are seeing same pen. So when you see now also Anubhava is happening. This is the pen.
Right. But then it is now
Second
reconciling
day
with
also I am
chitta.
seeing same pen. This kind of impression will be formed.
Okay.
Now also Anubhava will be there. And you will be registering, that impression also is registered. Second day also saw same pen. This is another registration is happening in your chitta.
Okay.
Then you say, 2 days I have seen same pen.
Okay.
Many things happens actually. This is so much process happening in chitta, intelligence, mind, senses.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Are you okay to take one more question?
Ask.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, like when we were discussing about robot, you are telling that the soul is claiming all these to be its because of the false ego under the influence of
Ahankara
avidya.
vimudatma. Karta
Yes,
ahamiti
yes.
manyate.
Right. So the whole antakarna, the gross senses, everything is working under the influence of the three modes.
Yes. You sent a question actually on this.
Yes, yes,
In my
yes, yes.
WhatsApp.
Exactly, exactly. You didn't answer there, so I'm asking here now.
Okay. Okay. Tell me.
So my point is, what is the role of the soul? Okay, soul is just kind of empowering it, empowering all the whole antakarna and the senses with the consciousness and claiming it to be its. But
yes,
the whole functioning of those things is happening according to designed by the modes and everything, right?
Yeah, guneshu gunaha vartante.
Yeah. So in a sense, it appears that the soul has nothing
No
to do
role.
how they are functioning. Its consciousness is there, but how they are functioning, it appears that there is no role. I gave the example of a movie. I mean, in the question, an audience sitting in the movie is going on, and the person in the audience is identifying with the character in the movie and experiencing, thinking it to be him. But how the movie is going is actually according to the director and all the things it is happening, but he is just falsely identifying and experiencing. So here also it appears like that. So I wanted to understand actually, because it's like I just to give an example of a battery, electric car. If we take battery is powering the whole car, but how the engine functions is according to how the engine was made, right? But battery is just empowering the engine with the power, right? The current. But how the engine will function or how the gearbox will function, that is according to its manufacturing or make. But battery is just empowering it. So in one sense, it has no role in the functioning of the gearbox or the engine, except for empowering it with the. So similar, it appears here also. So that's what I wanted to understand, actually.
So that's why third canto, 7th chapter, Maitreya is telling to Vidura. So there you can see the commentary. There's a very good section actually. 7th chapter commentary. If you read, you can get more understanding also. Lectures also there. So like someone is stealing. Example I'm giving. This example is also given there. There's a thief. He has stolen something. And there's a police and he's beating. And third person is think that he is the thief and stolen things. And whatever beatings are given to that thief, feeling that I have beaten. I have been beaten, like that he's thinking. So it is like that. Soul, actually, this gunaha, guneshu vartante, that means prakriti kriyamanani gune karmani sarvasha, all these interactions, everything happening in the modes, in the prakriti, elements of prakriti, elements which are coming from prakriti, they are interacting. So now that's why this false claiming, even to what is the soul? Soul is also having the characteristics. What is that characteristic? Sense of I. Ahamta is there. Otherwise, it can't accept the false ego. False ego like a shirt. And that shirt shape is there because there is a shape in the soul. There is a shape in the body. Similarly, there is a sense of I is originally it is there in the soul. That's why this false sense of I can be accepted. So now it is unnecessarily thinking that or claiming that actions done by elements of Prakriti as his own actions. This is the wrong thing actually. This is the wrong thing. And now it has to come out from this. So for that, we have to cut off our this false ego actually, and also avidya, to realize himself as servant of the Lord. So for that, bhakti is practiced, then avidya is finished. Then all these senses, when they are engaged in bhakti activities, they all become transcendental actually. So now, then it will be seeing this, everything is Krishna's energy and Krishna. And it is seeing that Krishna's energy is utilized for the service of Krishna. So that is going to happen in the process of sadhana, actually, yoga, or otherwise, bhakti yoga. So you can't say that a soul is having nothing. That false sense of I is possible because it is having the true sense of I. And also that cognition, if soul is not there, these elements are jada padartha actually, inert. They can't interact. One second. So that's why that is the mechanism actually. You can't say that nothing is there in the soul. Actually, nothing is there in these elements. How? Because without soul and super soul, because soul's consciousness, that means consciousness is the emanation actually. Say is emanated from soul. And that is need the help of Paramatma. So soul, symptom of soul is consciousness. That is spreading entire body and all these senses and internal senses and external senses through the help of Paramatma. Paramatma is also having the consciousness. And like how the aroma is flowing from this place to that place through the air. Similarly, soul's consciousness is spreading entire the subtle and gross bodies. Then only they are interacting. Otherwise, they are inert. So, but what is further? Jivatma is also having the sense of I. It's not just like a Purusha accepted in Sankhya philosophy. Sankya's Purusha is nothing. Okay.
I understood this claiming. It has a sense of I, and it is falsely claiming the antakarna and the body to be itself. That I understand, and it is empowering them with the consciousness. Otherwise, it is jada padartha. But
Yes.
how it functions, the mind, intelligence, how it functions is based on the past karma.
Yes.
Already, it functions in a certain way, right?
Yes, yes.
And soul is just claiming that to be itself.
Yes, yes.
So how that functioning, so it has no role in how to change that functioning, right? It cannot change the functioning, right? Of the
Yeah.
mind or intelligence.
Until unless if he doesn't get any external power. So otherwise it will go on the flow. Karma is giving the new karma and new karma giving another karma and like that. So an external force is sadhu sangha.
Yeah.
Then only it will change. Otherwise, no. That's why Jivatma cannot become devotee by itself. Or cannot become gnani by itself. There is a need of either gnana sadhus or bhakta sadhus association. Otherwise, no.
Yeah, even not even jnana or bhakta, even for a positive change also it cannot do, right? Anything.
Positive
Because
means in that positive impressions are there, positive will be done. Like Sattva-guna, Rajo, Tamo. Sattvic activities also it can do.
it can do means if the mind is not sattvic according to the past karma, if it is full rajasic and tamasic, then
If
because
mind
soul
is
is just
sattvic, then it will do sattvic. If mind is rasic, rasic. And also external environment is how it is. It is now to trigger the sattvic or rasic decides the environment, and karma is the cause for the association of that environment. Many things. Karma is very complex.
Okay. So there is no this. So it appears there is no kind of free will or anything unless a devotee or a sadhu intervenes in the living entity's life.
That is the
There is no
point.
concept of free will or anything, right? That's what I understand.
Yes, very good.
Okay. Sorry, and in the beginning I was asking questions because see, you also told yesterday we are doing MA, and in future if we have to teach, first we have to
अरे
be,
भाई टाइम पूरा क्लास के चले ना जाना चाहिए. You have to understand the the intentions of the speaker. उसमें तो आपको वितंड करने के लिए तो कोई लिमिट ही नहीं
नहीं वितंड नहीं, मेरे को एक्चुअली वो डेफिनेशन कन्विंसिंग नहीं लग रहा था, इसीलिए मैं आपसे डिस्कस कर रहा था.
Oh, animal. Actually, in the case of humans, we are discussing. Animals' activities are there. So
I was seeing that definition from ativyapti dosha and avyapti dosha.
Hey.
No, that's what you teach, na? When bhakti definition you are seeing from that perspective and fitting it. तो इसमें उसी दृष्टि से मैं देख रहा था कि क्योंकि ये फंडामेंटल डेफिनेशन है ना, तो
उसमें भी
इसीलिए मैं
व्यवहार के लिए भी उसमें बुक में भी दीपिका और उसमें और एक है उधर भी बहुत कुछ ये लिखा नहीं बस व्यवहार व्यवहार मैं ट्राई किया एक्चुअली उस शब्द का और भी डिटेल डिफाइन करते हैं इसमें सिंपल है तो जो भी है डीलिंग्स विद दी नाउ यू वांट टू एक्सप्रेस नाउ यू वांट टू एक्सप्रेस मींस so to make decisions in that sense like in a rational person case knowledge is needed. Otherwise, like animals, accepting a pravritti nivritti, something accepting and something rejecting. This is there in the animals, ahar, nidra, bhai, maitram. That is not the point actually. So, like example I give further after that. This is house. I should not go with the chappal, this, that. These are all vyavahara. A rational man's vyavahara is possible by the knowledge only. Otherwise, the rational vyavahara he can't. All rational vyavahara need knowledge. Animal vyavahara we are not discussing.
Okay. So it is in a particular context, basically.
Yeah,
This thing.
contextual word only, that is
Yeah,
all.
because I was saying it from Ativyapti dosha, Vyapti dosha, and thinking about all scenarios and seeing how it is not fitting here, there, and also I was thinking about all those things. Otherwise, I would not have asked. Anyway.
So yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Saurabh?
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, I have a query. So you mentioned the definition of smriti, samskara matra janyam jnanam smritih,
Yes.
and then so knowledge
Tadbin.
which is produced from samskara matra, and then anubhava, you explained tad bhinnam jnanam anubhava, whatever is different from smriti, apart from smriti, that knowledge is anubhav. So now my query is that in the diagram which you have drawn, so samskar are produced by anubhav, from
Yes.
anubhav. And then the definition of smriti says samskar matra janyam. So the knowledge which is produced from samskar. But then samskar, and then we are saying whatever is different
Samskaras are
from this,
produced from Anubhava.
anubhava. Yeah, but then
Yes.
definition of anubhava, we are saying whatever is different from smriti.
Yes.
So, but then everything is then originating from anubhav.
So what is the problem?
So it is like circular, na Prabhuji?
Not circular. See, Anubhavas produces samskaras, and from that samskaras, what are produced is smriti. That means samskara matra janyam jnanam. So from samskaras, whatever knowledge is produced, that is smriti. Okay. So apart from that is Anubhava. So it's a simple definition. आपको इसमें तो आपको कोई समस्या तो नहीं आ रहा है. संस्कारों से जो भी उत्पन्न होता है वो स्मृति है, उसके बाद अतिरिक्त जो भी है वो सब अनुभव है. ऑफ कोर्स अनुभव संस्कार कैसा बनता है वो आपको तो अनुभव से बनते है, उससे क्या लेना देना, उससे तो समस्या क्या है एक्चुअली. संस्कार स्मृति को हम लोग कैसा उत्पन्न होता है, मैंने संस्कारों से उत्पन्न, वो संस्कार अनुभव से आता है, तो क्या समस्या क्या है इधर. डेफिनेशन के लिए कोई समस्या तो है नहीं.
So Prabhuji, the doubt is because now these are two types of knowledge, smriti and anubhav, right? So these are two types of knowledge, and then if samskars are produced by anubhav, right?
Yes.
It means in the beginning, say when we are saying
What are those
anubhav,
anubhavas also we are saying, na? There's 10 types of anubhavas are there. We are not saying that anubhavas are coming from smriti. Anubhava is coming from smriti. If I say, then you say it's a loop. And anubhava is cause for smriti, and smriti is cause for anubhava. Did I say like that?
so actually, Prabhuji, when the previous query which I asked, that the example which you gave of pen and say it registers in our chitta, and if say our chitta is somewhere else, then the pen will not be registered in chitta.
Yes.
And then intelligence produces knowledge. So now next time when we see a pen, so it will first identify
Come again.
that object.
Chitta is somewhere else. Pen is there in front of eyes.
Right.
Then what?
So pen will not be, that object will not be registered in our chitta.
This particular object in front of your eyes, whatever is there, that pen is not registered in chitta, and even intelligence also is not producing. This is pen.
Right.
Yes,
So
okay.
intelligence then consults with chitta. Say it sees a pen, it sees an object, it will consult with chitta if it has any previous register of that object, and then if it has, then it will produce knowledge. So it means here everything has to be registered in chitta first for it to produce knowledge. So I mean, Toji, now if we look at this too, then there is a circle, right?
कैसा भाई, देखो उधर आपको क्लियरली समझो. पहले ये ऑब्जेक्ट, इस ऑब्जेक्ट के बारे में अभी आंखों के सामने जो पेन है उसके बारे में नॉलेज प्रोड्यूस होने के लिए पहले से आपके पास पेन की इंप्रेशन और उसका नाम दोनों चित्त में रहना चाहिए, नहीं तो इस ऑब्जेक्ट को आप पेन है करके डिसाइड नहीं कर पाएंगे. ठीक है. हाँ
So
क्या बोल
Prabhuji,
हाँ
consider say we are like consider time is linear, so we are
हाँ
at time 0.
ओके टाइम जीरो
So yeah, and then that is the first encounter of that object. So first time we are encountering an object.
हाँ
So now we are just seeing the object for the first time, but
ओके
then
ओके
see we have zero information about that object. So
ओके
then as per whatever you are taught,
हाँ
even we are seeing an object, but if we have zero information, like okay, what is
हाँ
this object? It is still, we are considering it is not going to register in chitta because we have
no
zero.
अरे रे 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 रुको not going to register no we are not going to get the knowledge that means intelligence is not going to decide this is a pen
Okay, so it will be registered, but intelligence won't be able to produce knowledge. Whether what is
when
this
your
object?
mother say your mother
Hmm.
is saying showing this object and impression is coming to your intelligence and now it is also going to the chitta also that impression is stored in the chitta along with mother's word pen this also is registered with that
Hmm. Okay.
that's the first time learning now similarly pen came in front of your eyes
Roji.
हाँ, हाँ,
So
बोलो
still we are at time 0, and now
हाँ
we have both object and we have also this shabda. So
हाँ
it is now registered. So now
हाँ
in this case, it is which type of praman? It is anubhav praman, right?
first time you are saying
Yes, first time.
first time knowledge is not produced now you are learning that is you are learning knowledge not
So Prabhuji,
producing
then okay, consider that we are learning the first time, knowledge is not produced. I have understood what is an object, also the
Hmm.
shabda. Okay, this is pen. Now at time 1, I have again seen that object. So now
Hmm.
it will,
Now it is produced.
intelligence will consult the chitta, right?
Yes.
So then it becomes smriti.
Yes.
But then Proji, then okay, fine. So smriti is very, very clear. That's something which is coming from chitta. That is a smriti. But then I'm not able to understand the part of anubhav. Then if time 0, when I saw it for the first time, if that is
Okay.
also not anubhav, right? Then what exactly is anubhav? So that part is not clear.
Now time 1 you T1 you take. Huh? So in the T1 T is equal to 1. So you are seeing the pen, but time 0 you learned already. Huh? You take it you learn. So now you came to T1 or T10 you take T10 10 seconds later. So now you are seeing pen object because already you learned from your mother and it is registered object image and also name. So now you are seeing with your eyes and now your mother is not saying anything. So you are experiencing this is pen. That means your intelligence is capturing, your eyes are capturing image and sending to mind and further it is forwarded to the intelligence and now intelligence is comparing. Now your mother asks, what is this? Then you are saying, this is pen. So now this is pen. How you are saying? Because in chitta, this is registered na? Already, impression and also name. So with that, you are matching and you are saying, no, this is pen. This is known as anubhava, pratyaksa anubhava. Okay. So the आज का डेट में मैं पेन को देखा ये इंप्रेशन भी रहता है ना लर्निंग नहीं है ये एक पेन देखा एक पेन को देखा
ओके
तो कल 2-4 दिन के बाद कोई भी एक पेन का ऐसा कोई भी पेन की बातों कोई सुनना में आया कुछ ना कुछ उद्बोधक मिला तुरंत उस दिन मैंने पेन देखा ये उस
okay.
दिन में मैं पेन देखा ये स्मृति है भाई
Okay. Now it is very, very clear, Prabhuji. Now it is very, very
it
clear.
is clear from the beginning.
To me, Prabhuji, now it is clear.
Okay.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you so
I
much.
also clarify something for them.
Okay.
Actually, this is what I was asking at the beginning. So I had the same
Very
doubt.
good.
Thank you. Prabhuji, just
आप
one small.
इसे 2 बार 3 बार सुनिए आप लोग क्लास तब तो समझ में आता नहीं तो नहीं है
मुझे जस्ट एक इसमें स्मॉल क्लैरिफिकेशन था
हाँ
इसमें जस्ट एक और स्मॉल क्लैरिफिकेशन था
okay
it means that whenever we are seeing any object,
Hmm.
how we interpret that object is also based on the impressions we have in the chitta.
Hmm.
Is it
Yes.
true, Prabhu?
Yes.
So because like Shastras, like
थोड़ा सा
Krishna
जोर
is
से
saying,
बोलो, सुनाई नहीं दे रहा.
like Shastras are again saying, Krishna is telling, mat chitta mat gata prana,
हाँ हाँ.
absorb your chitta in me, absorb your mind in me. So what is that
Hey,
context?
in Bhagavad
Man and
Gita, if you
chitta.
see these words are alternative words. This chitta means sometimes you can take it intelligence, mind, false altogether. Sometimes you take chitta means only mind, and sometimes mind means you take chitta. There is no fixed usage of these words in Shastra. Okay,
Because somewhere
so
Krishna
you
is
should
saying,
absorb your chitta in me means. So Cheto Darpana Marjan also you see. Cheto Darpana Marjan there. Chitta means this chitta only, which are having the very, very bad impressions. Those impressions can be erased actually by regular hearing of holy name.
they can be erased.
Bhrujyantasto hyabhadrani vidunoti surussata. So it will be clean actually. These impressions can be cleaned out. So that is the process of bhakti.
And
Various
when it
impressions
says focus your mind upon me, like Krishna is saying,
Huh?
when Krishna is telling his 12th chapter, absorb your mind in me, give your mind to me.
Hmm.
So what that means then?
That means you always accept the sense objects related to Krishna. Krishna's beautiful form. That means your mind is engaged remembering Krishna. Mind remembering means what? Remembering needs chitta also, intelligence also, mind also, everything. So intentionally so your senses also, all are needed actually. So then you are thinking, your intelligence, your mind, and your chitta, all are accepting subjects, the things related to Krishna. That means his name, his form, his actions, his leelas. So that is the meaning of absorption of mind.
So this remembrance meditation is happening in the mind, Puji.
You will be like you will make all the scope, all the your scope of interactions, everything related to Krishna only you'll keep. Like you'll be living in temple, you'll be seeing all the time Krishna's objects, like his temple, his devotees, his paraphernalia, and his beauty, his forms. That means through eyes also all the time, because to be mind always in Krishna consciousness, your senses also needed actually, support from senses also needed. Senses also you'll keep on engaging your ears to hear Krishna Katha or chanting, or all the time hearing the Harinam, loudspeaker you'll keep, or then you'll be hearing Krishna's all the time names, your senses all the time seeing the devotees and books and his form, and your nose is also all the time breathe, that means having the aroma of these agarbattis which are given offered to the Lord, and your tongue is tasting whatever you taste, Krishna Prasadam, so that you are making all your senses to accept objects related to Krishna, so that, and also you are deliberately, because you have strong faith, so that's why you are allowing to think only Krishna, your mind. That means all the smritis related to Krishna only remembered. All the samskaras related to Krishna. When you hear Krishna Katha, there is a sabda. Through the sabda, Anubhava is formed. Anubhava is there, and then that is related to samskara. That story of Leela is imprinted in your chitta. So that only you'll remember, not your movie. Like that.
So that we can do consciously with the help of intelligence. We can be
No,
in
that you can
Krishna.
do with the help of mercy. That is another potency. Intelligence is not a is a great thing. It is a three modes made up of. The mercy is given by pure devotees. That is the potency is acting now. Your intelligence is supported by that. Then only your intelligence will act. Otherwise, no.
Amazing. Because sometimes we see Krishna through the senses, but then what is coming on from the impressions, from the smriti, is not Krishna conscious. And for very great devotees, they may see something which is material per se, but then the smriti which is pulled in is Krishna.
That's mercy.
That's mercy.
It's also potency. It's a transcendental potency. Okay, we'll end here. Thank you very much.
Prabhuji. Thank you.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hey, who is having?
I have one query.
No,
I
not
have
worry.
nothing more.
The host still is there. Bhushan Prabhu is there. Okay.
Yes,
That's why
Prabhu.
we'll finish. Oh, sorry, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. We'll stop.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. I'm leaving.